we are fiber optic guys for more than 20 years. We started in '98 in Adlershof in Berlin. And we have in-house production of unique fibers for mid-infrared, but we also do a lot of assemblies of different cables for different lasers, from Excimer to CO2. So in general, how to change slides? Okay, so you can see that we really have almost all type of fibers needed for flexible delivery, from UV silica, which is good for 353 laser or Excimer laser, up to near-infrared, which includes up to 2 microns. And we have also fiber optic delivery for mid-infrared. So, and this fiber we produce in-house, so this unique mid-infrared fiber. Chalcogenide close the gap between pure fiber and silica, because it's the best for transmission in the range from 1 to 6 microns. We also try to help to laser manufacturers in efficient coupling. If, for example, it's a diode lasers, and sometimes this kind of profile or structure of the core is more efficient for efficient coupling between the laser and fiber to save, let's say, high intensity. And here you see 2 pictures. So one picture is done simply with halogen lamp and with laser beam. And the difference between them that we use sometimes metal coated fiber, silica fiber with aluminum or copper alloy jacket. And in result, you see that we can really read off wings which are going through the cladding. So this is wings in the cladding. And when we use metal, metal simply absorbs all cladding modes, and we have more or less clear kind of, let's say, top hat or good intensity profile. Can be shared, can be also square shaped, then you know you have homogeneous distribution of intensity. What is important is way how to make a mode stripping. So one of the classic application or solution is mode stripper. You see one of the example here. It's with laser at 147 microns, and mode stripper is relatively high, let's say, heated in result of, let's say, a lot of cladding modes absorbed. Over here, it's like 65 up to 70 degrees Celsius. When we use another method, it's like a double clad fiber, you know, with a good coating, proper coating, then you see that temperature is relatively low at the input of the same power, same wavelengths, but you can see even the hand, you know, so it's the same 36 degrees, almost a bit higher, maybe 40, 45. So that's why efficient mode stripping is also one of the, how to say, features we can manage. For the broad variety of different medical lasers, from, let's say, Excimer lasers somewhere here, they are even not shown here, up to CO2 at different wavelengths, 9.3 unusual, 10.6 very known, one of the oldest laser hosts. There is one relatively unknown laser, which is carbon monoxide. Now it's produced by Coherent, and it combines very interesting features. It's a good transmission and good absorption together. So absorption can be similar or equal to 10.6. Same time, it goes deeper for better coagulation or welding purposes. So example from UV side is on this slide. And we were supplying for more than 5 years, almost 6 years, to company Excimer, very special catheters to remove plaques from the arteries. And when I just mentioned this very old publication from '86, we did it in Soviet Union, in Moscow. It's now 34 years ago. We already did similar catheters which simply remove plaques from 20 centimeter complete occlusion to recanalize it. But this idea from Excimer was really well enhanced, it's not Excimer, which is a bit tricky laser. It's 355 nanometer short pulse neodymium YAG, third harmonic, and in result with double or triple rings of the fibers, you can really clean arteries really well. So you will not damage the walls of arteries, and same time you can recanalize them, for really excellent results. You can see, for example, over here, patient before operation, so no blood flow through the artery. And after the treatment with this kind of, let's say, atherectomy catheter, it's really full flow of blood through the vessel. Here it's another case. It was shorter. It was only 6 centimeter occlusion, but it was calcified. It's like a stone. But nevertheless, with this wavelengths, it's possible to really recanalize it. And after balloon angioplasty, you can really restore almost full blood flow through this artery. So we are looking for the another laser manufacturers, medical laser manufacturers in this field, just because of very simple reason. Our partner in Israel was acquired by a big company in America, and this company decided to assemble the same catheters in America. So unfortunately, we lose this kind of, let's say, partner, but I'm sure that there are more than one manufacturer who really helps patient to solve one of the biggest problem, plaques in arteries. Even right now, if you knew that COVID, let's say, problem through the world, pandemic, the real damage comes, from arteries. It doesn't come from virus. It comes from the cytokine storm, and then, when the arteries are blocked in lungs, then patient will die. So that's why if there is a method, how to keep arteries working, then it will be much, much less lethal cases. So one more horse in our, production is hollow waveguides. So you can see here attenuation for polycrystalline fibers, which are substantially below compared to hollow waveguides. And hollow waveguides is simple capilla with a silver and silver iodide mirror inside. And it can be adjusted where this hollow waveguide is transparent. Advantage that hollow waveguide has no Fresnel reflection. It's hollow, it's air, but there are some problems when you bend hollow waveguide. When you bend it, transmission can drop relatively fast. In straight position, it will transmit, let's say, more than 85%. As soon as it's bended, even for only 10 centimeters, then you will see a substantial drop. Polycrystalline fibers can work even for 2 centimeter radius of bending, saving the beam quality more or less, in difference with the hollow waveguides. But nevertheless, each, let's say, type of flexible cable has pro and contra, so that's why we have also hollow waveguides, which can be adjusted for transmission of carbon monoxide laser, or, for example, commercial product from Polymicro is available for years for CO2 laser, and maybe for erbium. Here you see just an example. We show it at laser photonics in München last summer, first show. It's a carbon monoxide laser, 40 watts, and this is CO2 laser with flexible delivery, in this case based on polycrystalline fiber. And we also show recently the very first, it was at Photonics West in January. It's a very first quantum cascade laser with 7 quantum cascade lasers, all of them united by infrared fibers in bundle and then into one fiber. And this fiber is used for the diagnostics of cartilage disease in the knee of the patient. And this is for mid-infrared as well. So there are advantages of carbon monoxide laser, which I will not discuss in details because of, let's say, restricted time. But later on, if there is an interest from laser manufacturers, we already teaming with coherent, we are looking for the best application of carbon monoxide laser in comparison with CO2 laser, because penetration is not as deep for CO laser as for CO2, but coagulation zone is bigger. And it means if you will use it for parenchymatosous organs like liver, kidney, lungs, then it will be much better hemostasis and aerostasis to prevent any kind of bleeding. So, and carbon monoxide laser is really very unusual. It's multi-wavelength laser from, let's say, 5.3 up to 6 microns. And that's why it's an interesting cocktail of the laser which provides very good coagulation, like neodymium yak or and same time good absorption as well. So we are open for collaboration with laser companies. So that's why now I hopefully within my time limit, and thanks for your attention.